Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Happy Tuesday to you. Hope you're having a great day. Taking a quick look here at Cardano, seeing what's going on. Obviously, just going to double check a quick couple things based on Elliott Wave. This previous liquidity level that we need to confirm may or may not get swept. Just kind of be mindful and aware of those things. And just know if you are new to the channel, I love teaching people to trade. I hope you can learn something here today. If you do end up learning something, comment below if you are actually trading this coin right now too. Let us know what kind of position you have open with Cardano, because it's always interesting to find that out. And are you long-term biased, short-term biased, or just kind of along for the ride? Just kind of curious. I'd love to hear it. All right, comment below. Thanks again. Quick little heads up: we did recently partner with Bitunix, phenomenal exchange, fantastic rewards. If you decide to want to use deposit rewards, I got a healthy deposit reward by just transferring over some funds there. Use my link below to qualify, and you'd be eligible for future trading competitions as well. But no KYC, no VPN. They have trailing stop losses and some really cool features no other exchange has. So thanks again, Bitunix, for providing a good opportunity to our community. So let's talk about this short-term trend here, first of all, because we can just want to, I guess, acknowledge that this ascending trend here, this short-term one, it is running concurrent with the 100-day SMA, is now tentatively a resistance. Okay, so again, this guy here, this thing right here, that is essentially a short-term trend line that is discontinued. In other words, this quick little momentous uptrend has finished. Not saying the price cannot recover from here, just letting you know that that can work as a resistance level, because once again, we're below the 50 and the 20-day SMA. Okay, not a lot of coins are at this level right now. It's kind of a unique place. Most are still above the 50. To me, the 50-day SMA is somewhat of that resistance level. We want to be mindful of that. Let's quickly just take perspective on the daily and kind of see where we're at. Again, long-term trend line is still in good shape. We're still trending above the 20-day SMA on the daily. Our money flow index is still fairly high. RSI is back in realistic range between 50 and 70. This is actually a very positive sign. The only thing I'm a little concerned with is the MACD divergence here. So what we would need to do is build more volume at this range and hope that Bitcoin doesn't sell off again. Because this massive sell-off from yesterday was because Bitcoin went from 37.5 to 36.5, or roughly 37,000 to low 36s. Okay. And again, today we retested that 35.8 range too for Bitcoin. So got a little aggressive candle wick down here today for a lot of coins. So what we'll do is we'll compare Bitcoin with Cardano as well, just to confirm that there are some healthy patterns here and just kind of see what the correlation is, because it's really important to recognize that. Take a quick look at liquidity. Once again, previous liquidity levels have been swept. There's a fair value gap upwards about 42 to 43 cents. Nothing to concern ourselves with just yet. So taking a look at the 4-hour, let's quickly note here, once again, we got this upper liquidity level here. Commonly, those levels are swept at one point or another, so confident we'll see a retest at 39 to 39.5 cents. At this point, though, with TD sequential, we can see we came down to a 9 at our lowest point. We're now back up to a 2. So hypothetically, we got about 7 more candles to the upside, roughly 24 to 48 hours of continuation upwards. Okay. That said, though, if we take a look at Elliott Wave, we can kind of summarize here that we may reject out at 0.5, 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level. Once again, typically those are the most recent lows, and they're going to be now the new high. Okay, so right now we can see 0.5 is that point the price cannot seem to pass. Okay, so if you're going to take a long position, maybe consider taking profits at 37.25 instead of just riding it out until Valhalla, right? So again, make sure that you understand that profits need to be taken in this market right now. Coins, while there's still potential to run, we're still in a bullish type of market. We haven't truly broken bullish for Bitcoin, and Bitcoin pulling back leads me to believe some altcoins could be corrected, which we're seeing here so far. Okay, so no surprise right now with where we're at. Let's take a quick look at the back end here and kind of wrap it up here for us. So this is Cardano based on the last 7 days of trading. We can see a healthy amount of shorts here. So once the price hit this resistance at about, just say 40 cents is a round number, we can see a lot of short activity at that level. We got some late longs here too, right there at about 34.5, basically 35 cents. So just know the longs have much more likelihood of getting swept than the shorts, just because it's a lot closer. But also note, this level up here, the shorts on Cardano, could very well get swept pretty hard because of the fact we have that upper liquidity level on the 4-hour time frame. If we take a look at that, see this blue bar here, it's definitely an area that could get swept. So again, definitely looking decent. So why don't we just go ahead and get with some confirmation here on the hourly time frame, and just kind of clarify, see what's going on here. So to me, confirmation comes in many ways, but the Ichimoku cloud is probably the best indicator possible. I love it on the hourly. It's the most consistent for me. So just know that when I look at this here, I'm looking for the lagging span, which is intersecting with the price action. Basically, if you have a long or a short position open, you want to have it closed. You don't want a position open right now. We're traveling into a resistance level here too with the cloud, so all the more reason we need to get above this 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level to have any luck for the price action to continue higher. So to me, I'm looking for an entry at about 37.25. Once the price is confirmed, it's broken above efficiently. And I usually like to wait 2 or 3 hours before I do that. The price just wicks up. I don't bother getting in until I get confirmation. Again, I talk about this in my Ichimoku Cloud video. I also discuss this in my Trading Academy. So if you're part of my premium group, make sure you watch those videos and ensure you understand a little bit more about the cloud. It is a very good indication, but conversion line is above the baseline. This is a one constellation we have here. So we literally got one thing saying to go up, one thing saying to go down, one thing saying to do nothing. When you get all that and put that together, you need to have 3 out of 3, honestly, to be able to have good confirmation. So again, you're looking at not a great situation here for a long. Okay, so again, longing into the cloud is typically not the greatest idea. Okay? Again, the same thing could be said back here if you tried to short into the cloud here. Just say you shorted right here, you would have got wrecked. Shorted right here, you would have got wrecked. Short right here, maybe you might have made that work out, right? So again, statistically less probable to be successful being on the wrong side of the cloud. Okay. So that said, what is the summary here? Well, simply put, Cardano looks like it has larger propensity to continue to decrease concurrent with Bitcoin. Speaking of which, I forgot to compare the two, just so you know. We look at Bitcoin here. You see a correlation between the two? A little bit, yeah. It's looking pretty synonymous in a lot of ways. Obviously, it feels like it's bottomed out where Bitcoin hasn't. Sorry, there we go. Bitcoin's making lower lows and lower highs, where Cardano is essentially making higher highs and higher lows. So there's a shift in momentum. You got to recognize that. But when there's an uptrend for Bitcoin, there is an uptrend for Cardano. Okay, so keep that in mind too. If Bitcoin recovers and stops struggling, I think Cardano is going to do a lot more. Okay, so what are your thoughts? What do you think is going to happen next year? You think that Cardano is going to do well? What do you think the big picture is? Comment below, like, subscribe, follow. More importantly, like the video so we can get some traction on YouTube and beat that algorithm together, and I greatly appreciate it. Thanks again so much for the wonderful feedback too and all the extra videos I've been making. Happy to hear that you're finding benefit. Have yourself a great rest of your day. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take good care.